a weight transfer, with a hinge, with a reach. We're taking concepts from pelvic tilting, from engaging our gluteus maximus muscles, the major muscles of our butt, and some abdominal work, and try to integrate this all together. So we'll break it into pieces. The first piece, we're going to have one foot slightly in front of the other one, maybe heels and toes in line. We're working on is transferring our weight onto our front leg, being able to stand on the front leg. So you might think like it's standing on one leg, but that one leg was left behind. And then we can shift the weight backwards. All the weight's on the back leg. It's kind of like standing on one leg, but that other foot is still there on the floor. So we're just transferring the weight back and forth from leg to leg. The next piece that we can do is when we're standing on the front leg, get a good gluteus maximus squeeze, this kind of rotational butt squeeze that I talk about sometimes, or all the time, very often. Get that on the front leg. When you're on the back leg, get that same rotational glute max squeeze, hip engagement. You could hold that squeeze as you transfer back and forth, or you could let it go, pick a leg that you're standing on, and then get that butt squeeze. Pick that leg that you're standing on, get that good butt squeeze. If we've got that down, then we're going to add a hinge. So when we put the weight back, we're going to push our hips backwards. We're going to get this nice hinge shape. Then we'll stand up nice and tall, and that could be on the back leg or the front leg, but with that good butt squeeze. So weight on the back leg, we're going to hinge back. We might stand up on the back leg, good butt squeeze. Or we might have stood up on the front leg, good butt squeeze. Either way, when we're standing tall, we're going to try to stand with that rotational gluteus maximus squeeze. So get the hinge going. When we do that, there's a little bit of a pelvic tilt forwards, and the pelvis levels off when we're standing with that butt squeeze, so now we have a level pelvis. The next step, if we want, is going to be add a reach so that we can feel our abdominals activate or be engaged. So the weight goes back, the hips go back on our hinge. We're going to stand up, squeezing our glutes, end up on the front leg, and then with our abdominals engaged, so making sure that this space from pelvis to ribs stays the same, we're going to reach our arms up overhead. If we lose this abdominal position, we'll end up when we reach, arching back or opening up that space from ribs to pelvis. So what we're trying to do, weight on the back leg, hinge back, we stand up, get that good butt squeeze, transition onto our front leg, reach up, using our abdominals to control this space from ribs to pelvis. Hinge,